there's a partnership. It's called Partnership for Petersburg, and the governor joins me now. Governor, thank you so much, first and foremost, for coming on the show. And this is something that I just care so much about. I think it's the absolute future of our country. Everybody in our nation needs to be able to grow up in a place where they're getting a great education, where they're not afraid of crime, or our nation will not succeed. I already heard about this program, and I want you to share it with the audience.
Well, first of all, Charles, thank you for having me with you today. And this is such an exciting partnership. You know, Petersburg's a city that was near the bottom in crime statistics and health outcomes and job opportunities. And we went to work with the state government, the local city government, and the private sector in order to transform the city. And it's comprehensive. It's across crime, health outcomes, education, job opportunities, transportation, and bringing the community together. We've engaged churches and nonprofits. And we're seeing crime come way down. We're seeing jobs go way up. We just had someone announce that they're going to do an extraordinary development for 145 homes, mixed use, a shopping center, a grocery store, all in an area that historically has not been a place where anybody would invest that kind of money. Wow. We're transforming Petersburg together. Yeah. And the key thing is this is not state government doing it. It's the Petersburg people doing it because they are hopeful and optimistic in their future.
You know, I keep at it. We'll keep talking about it. And maybe some of these other cities can look at it and put politics aside and put people first, because that's exactly what you're doing here.
Charles, the key thing here is that we did put politics down. You know, this is a state that's run by a great Democrat mayor. We've come together with them, and we're working to write a blueprint on how to transform the future of a depressed city. And I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to demonstrate, not just to Virginia, but to the nation.
I can't wait either. You know, I'm also a huge stickler on people hitting the bricks. You know, every time the jobs report comes out, I zero in on participation. I look at the participation in your state and wonder, what are you doing that you've got people who are eager to go to work, who are willing to go out there and live the American dream, pull themselves up by the bootstraps?
Yeah, it's so exciting to see that in just 17 months, Virginia went from being 47th in the nation in job recovery coming out of the pandemic, with a low labor participation relative to history, to 17 months later being at a 10-year high in labor participation. We have the largest labor force in 50 years, 150,000 more Virginians working than just 17 months ago. Companies are coming. People are going back to work. This is how we drive forward. And it's a real testament to the fact that we can bring common sense, conservative policies, lower taxes, streamline regulations, streamline job creation. We just recently announced that our state government jobs no longer require a college degree. If you can do the job, come to work. We've taken 85 job categories and said you no longer have to get a new license if you come from another state. Use yours from the other state. Let's just go to work.
All right, so all of this has to lead me to the things that you're doing now. My first question is, can we, find a way to replicate it and spread it across the nation? So that naturally leads me to think, all right, it's in the rumor mill that you're considering thinking about tossing your hat in the ring, joining the fray. There's a whole lot of folks running for president. I would say right now, very few can argue that they're as hot as you are right now as a political commodity. You thinking about it?
Well, Charles, I'm humbled by this topic. 40 years ago, I was washing dishes and taking out trash in Virginia Beach because I needed a job. And today, I'm so encouraged by the fact that people are watching what's happening in Virginia. I mean, we had a blue state and we turned it red, and we've implemented conservative, common sense solutions to problems that just 2 or 3 years ago were dragging Virginia down, and now it's lifting us up. And it's encouraging to know that people are paying attention. I'm focused on Virginia. We've got a lot of work to do. I got a budget I got to negotiate. We got to cut taxes again. We got to streamline regulations. We've got big elections in November. My midterms are in November. There's a lot we can demonstrate in Virginia about how to deploy common sense and how to win elections, and I'm looking forward to doing it.
All right. So I'll put you down as a maybe. Governor, thank you very, very much. Governor Youngkin, thank you so much. We'll talk again soon.
Greatly appreciate you. Love your show. Thank you.
All right, folks.